Good morning, y'all. It is 8:42 a.m. Tuesday, October 31st, 2023. And as you can see, we about to get into a little bit of commentary. Actually, fuck that, scratch that. A lot of bit of commentary because we are going back to 1995 and we are watching this hood classic, Tales from the Hood, directed by Rusty Cundiff. From 1995, it is 97 minutes long. Beautiful timing. This is an anthology. I promise you, this is one of my favorite genres, especially when it comes to horror, because who doesn't fucking love a bunch of random ass, creepy ass, weird ass, scary? Yeah, I said that scary real weird because scary. Who doesn't love scary fucking stories all tied up in one big bow in one big film? So let's get into it. Chill or be chilled. A strange funeral director tells four strange tales of horror with an African American focus. They mean Black American focus. To three drug dealers he traps in his place of business. So on Letterbox, which you can also follow me because I am Black Taz on Letterbox, this movie has a rating of 3.6. Um, hmm. This movie has been reviewed over 4,000 times. 3.6 is not a very bad score, honestly. So at the end of this commentary, we will see what I will be giving this movie. This was one of my favorite movies growing up. I was born in motherfucking, ooh, should I tell you? I don't give a fuck because I was born in 1989. So me growing up and seeing this really, really hit fucking home for me, and it was always a hell yeah movie. This movie was always super fucking fun, super creepy, and watching this as an adult, I'm pretty sure it will hit home with a little bit more seriousness because now I actually see what they're talking about. So enough of that and more of this. We watching Tales from the Hood, y'all. Acres and a mule production. Just the title of that name should tell you we about to get into some different type of shit. Tales from the Hood. Miss Paula J. Parker. Miss Paula J. She is one of my favorite actresses. I promise you she is. She does a little bit of this and a little bit of that. I don't know if everybody understands that this woman was the voice behind Penny Proud's mom, and I cannot think of the name. Penny Proud's mom from the Proud family. I think that's fucking classic. So we got our good brother Tori. Y'all know him from Poetic Justice. Hmm. This movie was such a classic because watching it now in 2023, um, a lot of these people that played in this movie we have seen all throughout the 90s and early 2000s in films, from Poetic Justice to fucking Players Club. Executive producer is Spike Lee. He said, y'all can have this. The little dude in the middle damn near fantasizing about going in there. I remember that I can't remember his real name, but the dude in the middle, little Pete, whatever the fuck his name is, with the Kango hat and the dark blue what is that, Adidas tracksuit on. He was in the BET movie that I would watch all the time in the early 2000s that played on BET. It was fucking one of them hood movies where the dudes went to jail and shit. And he had that real brutal ass uh prison sex rape scene, and I'm like, yeah, that scarred me for life. I promise it did. But I believe that's that young man here in this movie. And then we know the motherfucker with the do rag on to the left of us, who gonna be saying, "Where's the shit?" 10, 20,000 times. We know him from Players Club and a couple other classics. So it's real cool to see these people. I love when actors, especially young black actors, um, are being utilized. The the way these fools was talking to each other just tickled me because they were so exaggerated. Sam's funeral home. Look, little guy in the middle, he ready to get it cracking. This fool got laid out. Mm. This fool got laid the fuck out. 10 minutes, not even 10 minutes in the film. Like he said, he knew he wasn't with the shit. That's why he ain't ran into the fucking pole. Hey, what's up, man? Take care of this business and move on. He was so about that business, man. The shit. The drugs. Nigga, how you find a whole stack of drugs in the alley? What alley? What the fuck was you doing in the alley? Who leaves drugs in the alley? Man, y'all should have knew first something was fishy. As soon as y'all come to a mortuary to get drugs, nah, fuck that. That sound like a whole setup. The way that man's eyes be rolling around in his goddamn head every time he speak through that goddamn gap. And y'all just sitting there eating it all up. Hey, so what happened to him? He remind me of fuck, Huey and what's the other one's name? Y'all from the Boondocks. He remind me of Huey and the other brother. I cannot remember his name right now. Knee deep in the shit. FYI, the game, the rapper, the game, he used bits and pieces of this, the shit. Every time they would say that, he used bits and pieces of that monologue in one of his songs called The Shit. And that song is fucking bomb. I suggest you go look it up. Yeah, that's just a bit of FYI. Squirrely out moment real quick for y'all. Check that song out though. It's kind of hard how he played it out. I swear, this story here, the very first story, when I was a kid, this one fucked me up. Because I was very confused about why the police was on some fuck shit. And I said, oh, this is what they was talking about when it comes to racism and shit. Now, of course, I didn't understand it completely as a kid, but I was like, what the fuck is going on? Why are they beating this man like this? This one was one of the creepiest ones. I promise you it was. Wow. Oh my god. Wow, you could tell that was a dummy that went through the window. Oh wow. Oh wow, one of them said, let me have some of this. I didn't realize Spike Lee had his hands in this. I see the influence. Mm. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm, mm. He said, fuck off. Mm, mm, mm. Now, this is the question here. Did the other black cop do enough? Did he do enough? I was listening to a couple other people's podcasts, specifically black podcasters. They were talking about this movie, and they were saying the black cop didn't do enough, and probably that's why he deserved to be taken out, just like the other cops, because he could have did more. But could he really have did more? What could he have done more? So my question is, did our rookie cop do enough for Mr. Morehouse? Mm, mm, mm. I say he should have took the man to the hospital himself. He should have said, "Fuck that." He should have seen at that point in time that this is not the time for me to be in law enforcement because this is the type of shit that go on, and I'm a black man in this shit. They ain't they. I can't do this. When he seen what they are doing to this man, he should have grabbed up that man, and that's the day that he quit that job, took that man to the hospital, and see to it that's when shit gets done about them motherfuckers. Mm. Mm-mm. He shot him up with some clear stuff. I don't know what the fuck that means. So they shot him up with I don't know what that was. 'Cause I don't know what color heroin and whatever else is out there. I'm not sure what color it is. I didn't think it was clear, but whatever they shot his ass up with, it was a lot, and he just instantly dozed off. Now I thought he was dead by this point. He wasn't dead. He was still alive. Put him and threw him in the water and shit. And put two big bricks of cocaine in the back. Like what the fuck? Yeah, fucked up. And they playing Blood on the Leaves. That song is very, very, very touching. That song is very heavy, and to be honest, it's creepy. Black bodies swinging in the summer breeze. Another FYI swirl out moment. Kanye West used bits and pieces of that in his song. He used a bit of that on Blood on the Leaves. Bring them to me. Clarence, Clarence is mentally just out of it now. He a drunker because that's all he can do now is drink. Because he taking this shit hard. He got a bottle of what is that? He got whiskey. He chilling in a cemetery. Crack his ass with the bottle, Clarence Smith. No, this part they just went back and forth. Cut the shit, Strom. Shut the fuck up. Cut the shit, Strom. Shut the fuck up. Cut the shit, Strom. Shut the fuck up. I look, you wanted for that to like go on for a couple more seconds. That was they was having a moment. Mm-mm-mm. They was cussing like a motherfucker in this one. Actually, through this whole movie, they was cussing up a storm. I wish I could have seen this in theaters. I bet the theaters were packed, and I bet everybody was in there hollering. Wait, but do Clarence got some J's on his feet? What he got on his feet? Leading their ass into the cemetery, talking about Clarence, don't be making it back. Y'all motherfuckers gonna get hell in hot water for what y'all been doing. Mm. He said just an electrical storm. Electrical storm from where, motherfucker? Just randomly start electrical storming? Hmm. He is an asshole. He deserved his dick ripped off and shoved down his throat. Another side note, FYI, swirled out moment, Piss on Your Grave song with Kanye West and Travis Scott. Go check that out too. So far, we got 3 songs racked up from this show alone. Mm-mm. Mm, mm, mm. He said, if I piss on the grave, we all pissing on his motherfucking grave. We all going down with the shits. And this dickhead. That's fucked up. There's so much disrespect. You don't piss on somebody's grave. They pulled the guns out. They was on double team his ass to the head. That's fucked up. Pulled his ass straight into the grave. He really shooting the headstone though. Why are you shooting the headstone? Cause what does that do? Why do y'all still stand there? If you see your partner get pulled down into the ground, just know y'all in deep shit. You might as well A, jump in the hole with his ass, or B, get the running. Y'all just standing there. Now's a good time to panic. No shit. Mm, mm, mm. They got the oldest motherfucking whip. Why did he move him out the way just to punch the window like that? Like they in there tripping. I swear, in 90 movies, when they be driving and shit on the road always be wet and shit like it just rained, and they be slipping and sliding and shit all over the place. Damn, he got little vampire teeth. FYI, little fucking squirrel out moment. This, I believe, is the same guy who was in, I believe it was Creep Show 2. Thanks for the ride, lady. If you know what I'm talking about, then yeah, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. I believe this guy is the exact same guy that was from Creep Show 2, which is also another anthology, which is also pretty fucking good. I think I liked um, the second one a lot better than I did the first. Um, and yeah, thanks for the ride, lady. He was hanging off of a motherfucking Mercedes, I believe, and now he's hanging off a police car. So there's that. I promise the sound effects, I think, is what got me when I was a kid. Because the groaning and stuff and the all of that is sounding so fucking creepy. And I just was hearing it now, and I'm like, yo, they did a good job. Mm. And this little mural they got, I like how this dude looks because he looks. They got Mr. Morehouse looking real evil like, and I like this version of him because it's like we ain't playing no more games now. It's action. So why he just in the alleyway and all these? I guess he's supposed to be like drug addicts and shit. They don't see him. They don't see what the fuck going on, or they just high and they just don't give a fuck. Oh my gosh! I swear the parts when he start messing with the needles, man. As a kid, I was so freaked out. I was like, "Yeah, this is the craziest shit ever." Ah, mm, yeah, they did this. Welcome to my world. This one was a good one. This one was very scary. It was very creepy. He said, "Are you satisfied?" He thought he was off the hook. Put his ass in a crazy house to think about that for the rest of his life. Uh, unless they think that he's the one that killed all three of those cops. But then again, I'm pretty sure he can't necessarily make the guy into a painting. Uh, yep, exactly what I just said. They called him a homicidal maniac, cop killer. Put him in a mental institution. Boy. Sometimes reality is just a matter of perception. Reality, perception, a cornucopia of clashing, divergent ideas. What type of shit? Man, I would have been left. I was like, well, y'all let me know how the rest of y'all night go, but I'm about to get the fuck out of here. I'm not about to be chilling at the mortuary looking at all these random dead folks. Like, I'm just not doing it. Ain't no way I be wanting drugs that bad. He must have some good shit. Lured your ass to the cemetery house for some pretend drugs. So they at a private school doing public school bullshit, huh? Why the teacher so cool though? He come out with his starter locks and shit, and his nice little vest with the pimp walk, and he got the little glasses. Okay, you kind of all right. Hmm. Charter school in the 90s. What a joy. Hmm. Side note, squirrel out moment yet again. Although this one is not a music one, but we all remember that So Raven. Y'all remember that So Raven's mama. This is the lady, Miss Parchment, our school nurse, all in this 90s beautiful pink she got on. That's Raven's mama. From That So Raven. She is here and we see her in Tales from the Hood. Hmm. And duh, how can I miss Walter? And we know Walter from Soul Food. Gotta love it. Now, although this story in this movie is not my absolute favorite, but I thought it was pretty good. It was pretty decent. The acting was really good, and I liked the little twist. The little twist that was there for this story. It's very interesting. And yeah, at this point, I feel like y'all should have been calling to the house, going to visit the house a lot sooner. Maybe talking to CPS or somebody, because we see this boy got a whole black eye, his arm super fucked up. We need to see what the fuck going on. He's talking about he's back. Somebody's obviously back, and they're obviously hurting him again. What are we doing? We see one of the teachers shaking his head. He said, "How do you break both arms and both legs falling down the stairs?" I'm pretty sure you can do that. I'm pretty sure you can break both arms and legs depending on how hard you fucking fall. He said he sort of collapsed down the stairs. He said, "Boy must have had weak bones." Or boy just got drawn on some magical paper and crumpled up like a piece of trash, and now he himself has two legs and two arms that do not work properly. Thank you, Walter. I guess Karma got back to his ass real quick for starting bullshit. And look at Paula looking all wet and moist. She looking all wet and moist in her robe and wig. Why is the teacher like kind of goofy? Gross. Gross enough to have a bird shit on you. I guess that's good luck for him then, right? No, she didn't. She said, "Let me go throw something on her." She went to go throw the sexiest little nightgown thing on. Still looking all moist, like she just put some fucking baby oil all over her body. Look at how she handling him. Step into the light for me. Mm-mm. Ooh, I forgot she was creeping up on him like that. Ooh, Miss Johnson. Hold on, wait. Why do we have the bird poop wrapped in the sink? The bird poop rag needs to be in the trash receptacle. Why the fuck did she? I know she didn't rinse out the bird shit and then put it back in the sink. Like she just don't use it again on the dishes tomorrow. She heard that motherfucking horn go. Bitch, you better go put some clothes on. You better put a sweatsuit, a hat, some gloves, and a mittens on because that motherfucker about to be eyeballing you with this another man in his house. 'Cause I know that got to be his house. Mm. She like, nigga, why don't you take the hints and the cues to get the fuck up out of here and not start no trouble? This is Mr. David Allen Greer. We know him from In Living Color. This whole like movie was just like a '90s fucking party. It really, really was. Yeah, he is definitely not taking him seriously. He like, nigga, I know you're not in my house at my table trying to question me about what I'm doing with my stepkid. Because mind you, Walter's real father is deceased. This is some random nigga that mama is probably just shacked up with because we see she was pushing up to own a teacher. And like he rolled up his sleeves, he about to get to work. Wag. The teacher's too smooth. He like fucking Cool Daddy Mo D or some shit. Look, Walter looking out the window like, nigga, you know you just made it harder for me. You know you just made it 10 times harder for me. You know I'm about to get her ass spanked on, and then he gonna come up here and spank on me. Mm. Carl, damn. Y'all hear them sirens, right? This is when Carl popped the fuck off completely. He done took his belt off. Damn, this low key bringing tears to my eyes. He done jumped over the steps. But I swear, Paula is. I'm probably saying her name I fucked up, but what? Paula J. Parker. She plays her role in this. She's a very good actress. I just enjoy her. I enjoy her. Damn. He was beating everybody's ass. He said, "Take it easy. This ain't your motherfucking house. Like, what you doing in this bitch?" They got that soul food Big Mama house, boy. I tell you, take it easy. Y'all could be tag teaming him. He whooping everybody ass. Woo! This shit got serious. Mm, mm. This shit ain't over yet, bitch. He really fucked her up though. Her whole mouth bloody. How can a monster so strong was beating three people ass at once for the most part just get taken out by a piece of paper? Walter, you know what to do. Yo, didn't he get in trouble on Soul Food for leaving the towel on the stove? And it's funny because they kind of redid this. I'm not sure which came first, Soul Food the movie or Tales from the Hood. But and on this movie, he put paper on the stove. Look at y'all just doing shit all over, just doing this and doing that, using the same characters to do stove shit. Man, close this damn casket. Yeah, I didn't drop the niglet. What? He said, "Yeah." Fuck is wrong with this movie? Birds calling. Why the fuck is that man? Why he come through so mad though? It ain't no myth. It ain't no myth. He came out of nowhere with his motherfucking plantation hat and clothes and everything on. He must have came from that house and shit. He came out of nowhere like, it ain't no myth. And this is some silly shit here because this story here is pretty much right on track with what's going on as of now with the different leaders that are racist and just doing blatant dumb shit, you know, and people still voting for him, still getting people's votes by being ignorant. So this is Mr. Metger, and he is in a plantation home with a lot of Negro dogs. $10,000 a week to make a man who is disgusting and fucked up and very racist and ignorant, and who used to be a former KKK member. $10,000 a week to make him look good enough to get votes to win the election. Hmm. Yeah, y'all about to piss some souls off, all right. So, how in the world did this fool fall down the steps and die from falling down the steps? Now, if anything, he must have had a some weak ass bones. One fool fell down the steps, broke both arms and legs, and then this guy, he completely just died. He fell down the steps so softly, though, like in one part of the steps, it looked like he was about to damn near crawl or something. I'm like, what the fuck going on? Cracked his motherfucking head open, smeared blood on the wall. Mr. Rhodey had to die because this man, he is biracial. We've seen him in a couple films like Do the Right Thing. He was the stuttering dude. And basically, you're getting paid to do dirty work. So you're getting paid dirty money. He had to go because he was connected to Mr. Duke, who is a piece of shit. The dogs don't want you there. Reparation shit, me too. I want reparation as well. I'm about to send my own dogs out to get me some. So so far, I am loving the music throughout this whole thing, and the music has been fucking awesome, literally throughout this whole anthology. The music is so on point. Everything about what they're doing with the sound effects, like the little pitter pattering of the feet, they on some Puppet Master type shit. Y'all remember Puppet Master? The little white thing, the white doll with the black eyes and shit, and then the one who had the screw head, and then the lady, which was my favorite and the absolutely scariest one. The lady with the leeches that would come out her mouth, like she would vomit leeches and shit. Big ass leeches. She'd make all these noises. While the leeches would come out her mouth like big ass turds and shit. It was very weird. So, uh, this one with the voodoo dolls and whatnot definitely is giving play to Puppet Master and showing us that uh as he is hitting on the mural of the dogs and the voodoo lady. Blood comes down, like the picture is alive, obviously, and the dolls are alive. And now we see some animatronics and shit popping off with the doll as he's swinging from the chandelier and biting the dude on the neck and shit. Like, this is. I want to be honest with y'all. And some of y'all gonna be like, "Ah, you bullshitting." But as a kid, I had an experience with a doll, meaning that I was over at my grandma's house. She had some steps, and she also had like a room, a sunroom or something like that, or another living room on the other side of the staircase. And so she had like a doll, different dolls, and like stuffed animals, and like different stuff in there basically. But nobody ever goes in there. It's one of those type of rooms. And so I was going up the steps, and one of her dolls fucking climbs on my back, jumps on my fucking back, like some puppet master shit. And I remember this very vividly. I did have this happen when I was a child, but I very much so remember this because it actually happened. It wasn't a dream. It wasn't anything I fucking hallucinating. I wasn't on drugs, drunk, doing no shit like that. Why? Because I was an actual child. But the fucking doll jumped on my back. It was like a nutcracker doll. It was one of those scary looking fucking nutcracker dolls. Jumped on my fucking back. My ass shot up the steps like a bat out of hell. And it was just like after that, everything is a blur because it just blacked out. So that's my horror story, which is very, very fictional. I'm sorry, not fictional. Very, very factual. Please. Very factual. It sounds very crazy because things like that don't typically happen. But honestly, I've been listening to other people's podcasts and scary stories and paranormal things that have been happening to them. And somebody else mentioned something about a doll. Now, the doll didn't do anything like jump on him or anything, but the doll was like talking and doing stuff without batteries. So, um, souls and spirits and things in dolls is a real thing, and this part of the anthology of this movie is showing us just that. So I'm confused as to why this dude is not just leaving the house altogether. Why does he keep going back into the room where the picture is of all the dolls? And now he's back into the room and there are no dolls left in the picture. They are all in real time with his ass. Y'all remember Smokey from nope, not fucking Friday. We're talking about the crackhead Smokey from the PJs. That show is fucking classic. The PJs, I absolutely adore that show. Y'all remember the PJs? It was an Eddie Murphy cartoon like claymation type deal, and they had a crackhead on the PJs called Smokey, and these little dolls very much so remind me of Smokey. Mm. This story I really appreciate it because I absolutely like the idea of the dolls being alive and having different souls of slaves and stuff in them, and they tearing that old white man up. He said, "Man, fuck Barbie." Y'all done listened to three so far. Shit, you in now? Mm. They said hell no, and then they said show no. Hmm. He got himself involved with the shit. This might have been my favorite story. And for some reason, this story scared me the most out of all the stories. It was this one and the first one that shook my ass up as a kid, to be honest. So this story, it made me kind of scared of like institutions for the most part. Now we seen this individual, this guy who was playing Crazy Cat. Can't think of his name, but we seen him in Moesha. He was a key player in Moesha, and I believe he actually passed away in real life. Mm, wow. Damn, they must have been in motherfucking Los Angeles, California, or something. He got a motherfucking haircut for your ass. I just realized he had a cake cut into the front of his head, like, and then he got the motherfucking pork chop sideburns. He had a look for your ass. They had a shootout with the police and shit. They was wilding out. He fucking hanging on the fence. Lord have mercy. How did the police get there so quickly and quietly? He said, saved by the cops. Damn. This lady is a fucking goddess. I'm not sure what else this lady played in with the dreadlocks, but she is a goddess. Like, her energy is just giving oof everything. I believe she also is no longer here with us in this earth, on this earth. Hmm. Let's do this. A lot of these people we see in this movie, we have seen elsewhere multiple times. Like, I wish I knew everybody's names and roles that they played in other movies because I'm seeing so many people that I have seen before, but I have absolutely no idea of their names or what roles they played in and on what. So Crazy K is at this crazy as I don't know, fucking building with the nurses dressed like they at a dominatrix fucking affair. They got dead bodies and shit hanging upside down, butt ass naked, getting strode through. Why he gotta walk barefoot in that nasty ass hall? Mm. They being put into damn dog cages and stacked on top of each other. Mm-mm. Hmm. The government. Mm. And all it is, they are still saying you might get released. There's a possibility of you getting released. They're not saying if you go through this process, you will be released. There's no 100% fucking guarantee. We about to put him through the hell and hot water for him to be rehabilitated to just maybe be released. That white man had nigger killer tattooed on his arms. When I see shit like that, I mean, I've never seen that before in real life, but that just kind of lets me know. It kind of says to me that you kind of love N words because you go that far to put that on your body. There's some type of love hate relationship you got going on. You probably should just feel yourself in that, sir, right? They draw shade in his head. Mm. Oh. Yeah, this was the scariest part. He said, I'm gonna break you off when I get out. Yeah, this was the part that really freaked me out because the fact that they were putting all this stuff on him and around him, then when they shoved that tube in his nose, I'm like, this is terrifying. Like, no lie. I don't like it. Yeah, this contraption is just terrifying to even look at. I can only imagine being in something like that. But this is the type of shit that they've done to experiment on people that they do in the government. I need to turn this down before they try to copyright my ass. If you guys have seen, what was that movie called? What was that fucking movie called? Damn it, I can't think of it. But in that movie, they did something pretty similar to this, where they basically tied up the dude and like peeled his eyelids up so he couldn't blink, and he had to be put through like a bunch of tests and stuff, and they were watching like a bunch of just real brutal type things to get him to be rehabilitated. And so they're doing the same thing here with Jerome. He is watching a bunch of KKK stuff. He's watching a bunch of lynchings and pictures of people, of black people, of course, being lynched, as well as a bunch of black people killing other black people with guns. So, yeah, we're seeing a bunch of burning crosses and everything like that. And he is taking all of this in. You don't like seeing black people getting killed, but isn't that what you've been doing all your life, Jerome? You know, Jerome, Cain was the world's first murderer. He slayed his brother. And how many brothers have you slain? Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, see, this movie, it hits a couple different sweet spots. It like has a little bit of comedy. It has some things that you need to really kind of take in and realize, oh, they are really saying some real shit. All of this stuff has some way of connecting back to the shit that goes on right now in 2023. And again, this story was one of the stories that really freaked me out as a kid. Like seeing those images, it like really made me feel some deep shit. Now they are lowering him into a sensory deprivation tank. Mind you, I want to get into one of those tanks too. The water ones where you lay there in dark and silence and all that stuff. I really want to try that. So, this is another process that he is being put into, being in absolute dark and silence. Um, so I guess he can hallucinate and see the bullshit that he has caused. That shit was wrong, man. And he said, I killed you because you kept coming up short, nigga. I can't let you rip me off. He said, the bullet ain't got no name on it. He's at the wrong place at the wrong time. Now he's seeing all the people that he has killed, and it is a room full of folks. Mm. I don't owe responsibilities for these motherfuckers. Mm. Yep, that's who it is. The mother and father is responsible for birthing you and giving you a bad fucking life. That's why I gotta watch me. I had these children. I gotta treat these kids correctly and raise them correctly, or they will grow up and they will be completely fucked up and fucked over because they never had a chance. Mm. He played his role. He played good in this. I swear to God, I snapped this bitch in there. Why are they even down there with him? Like, why is she down there chilling next to him with the chair and he's not tied up? And says he was butt naked and hallucinating. And now he is back on the ground saying, I don't give a fuck over and over again and then he gets shot. Crazy case story. Mm. He said, "What? What?" Why he smack him in the back of the head like that? Mm. He said, "One less nigga," and that's fucked up because that was what the whole story was about: brothers killing brothers. But yet the white folks do their part in killing us as well, and we do their part in killing us as well. Now we're gonna get the shit. Yeah, the doo doo, the poopy depop. What? He said the poopity pop. What the fuck? They ain't pay attention to that motherfucker. He just touched the light and it came on. They should have knew some shit was popping. They should have knew this wasn't right from the beginning. He didn't gun checked his ass. Y'all should just get the fuck out of my body. Y'all not getting y'all drugs. That drugs can't be good enough. He started using magical powers and shit in front of their asses, and they just none the wiser. They just, oh, there's nothing going on. They done ended up in hell. Noticing y'all, they done went all throughout this mortuary home from top to bottom, and y'all ended up in the basement, which is a metaphoric place for hell. Y'all should have knew y'all it wasn't gonna be no drugs in them caskets. Y'all done seen dead bodies in them caskets all night. Oh my gosh. Look how motherfucking pale he is in that casket. That dummy got hella makeup and powder on him. The guns didn't melt it. Mm. He's sweating like a motherfucker, boy. Thunderclap. Mm. The way he sweating, say it. Ah, boy, he is so. Mm. I'm weak. They shaking and Harlem shaking and shit all up in the fire. Mm. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was Tales from the Hood. Uh, I enjoyed it. I still enjoy it. You know, it still do a little something for me. I didn't realize exactly how short it was. That was pretty fucking fast. I don't know why it took me fucking forever to watch it, but I finally did. So let me go ahead and get to it. What did I rate 1995's Tales from the Hood? Hmm. I'll go ahead and give it a 3.5 stars. So, like a 3 out of 5. 3.5 stars out of 5. I like the 5 star system. So that's pretty much in the between. That's not a bad score. So on Letterboxd, it was rated 3.6 by 4K viewers, and me myself, I would agree with that rating because I am giving it a 3.5 out of 5 stars. I enjoyed it. Let me know if you enjoyed it. What's your favorite anthology? Now, I'm not sure if Tales from the Hood is my favorite anthology, but it's in there somewhere, you know. Let me know how you feel about it. Let me know if you like it. Let me know what you like about it. And did you actually watch Tales from the Hood too? I watched that a couple years back, and I'm like, this is pure satire, and I think you guys shouldn't have done it. But I watched it, and I might watch it again, maybe, just because it's very stupid, and maybe I just might. I don't know. Whatever. How you feel about this one? Let me know. What would you rate it? I will see y'all later, and bye.